Hello and welcome back to our discussion of reproduction. We are now ready for our very last topic of the semester, pregnancy and parturition. So usually when I teach this class, I don't really make it to this topic, or if I do, I have to kind of rush through it. So I've decided this year, what I'm gonna have you all do is I'm gonna ask you to watch these videos and take notes on them and submit those notes. Um, but I'm not going to hold you responsible for like really learning it. I'm not going to test you on it or anything. So this is basically like your only encounter with this material for this semester. I decided it wasn't really fair for me to, make you learn this material just because I have the luxury of making you watch as many videos as I feel like. So just uh, sit back, enjoy learning a little bit about this material. I won't be testing you on it. Take a few notes, but basically this is just kind of some information for you. Okay. All right. So we have looked at female reproduction, we've looked at male reproduction. Now we are ready to join forces and make a baby. So let's look at this process. I want to start by reminding you of kind of the exit path of sperm from the male, right? So here we've got our male reproductive system. Sperm are made here in the testes. They exit through the epididymis into the vas deferens and then out through the urethra. I want to remind you that along the way, we have our three accessory glands, the prostate gland, the bulbourethral glands, and the seminal vesicles, adding secretions to our sperm to make semen, okay? When semen is, during intercourse, semen gets deposited into the vagina of the female, okay? And the sperm are going to swim up towards the fallopian tubes. When the sperm are deposited in the female, the sperm undergo capacitation, which is a final maturation step where they rearrange some proteins at the head of the sperm to allow for faster swimming. Okay, so let's take a look at the process of fertilization. Again, I want to remind you this is going to be taking place in the fallopian tube. Before we look at fertilization itself, I want to show you what the egg looks like as it's getting ready to be fertilized. So this is what the egg looks like. It has, remember, it has undergone one meiotic division. It has not yet undergone that second meiotic division. Or actually, technically, it started the second meiotic division, but it's like sort of suspended. Okay, so this is that egg in the middle of that second meiotic division. Here is the polar body from that first meiotic division, okay? Together, they are surrounded by a couple layers of stuff, okay? So one of those layers is this layer right here called the zona pellucida. It's a glycoprotein layer. And then around that is the corona radiata, okay? And that's basically the granulosa cells that we had left over from the follicle that turned into the corpus luteum, okay? So that's our corona radiata, okay? When the sperm come in, they release the enzymes from their acrosome. Remember the acrosome, it was that lysosome-like structure that had enzymes in it. Those enzymes are going to be released in order to dissolve away the zona pellucida and the surrounding cell junctions, okay? And one last thing I want to say about this is, so in one ejaculation from a male, usually about 200 million sperm are deposited into the female, but only about 100 sperm make it to the egg. So the rest of them kind of get lost along the way. Okay. Here is an actual photo of fertilization taking place. So we have our egg here. We've got that polar body. You can kind of see the zona pellucida in light blue here. And then around that, we've got our corona radiata, okay, and the sperm coming in to fertilize. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at the process of fertilization. The first sperm that reaches the egg is going to fuse membranes with the egg, okay? That's going to trigger what we call the cortical reaction. In the cortical reaction, the zona pellucida and the plasma membrane are going to transform in order to prevent fertilization from additional sperm. Okay, so this sperm is kind of shutting out all the other sperm that are coming in. Okay, after that, after our sperm and egg have fused membranes, the sperm nucleus like migrates into the cytoplasm of the egg. That then is going to trigger completion of the second meiotic division. Okay. So that, I guess this isn't really completed in this picture yet, but it's completed here. So we do that second meiotic division that creates our second polar body, okay? And then finally our sperm and egg nuclei fuse to form the nucleus of what is now the zygote, right? So now we have a diploid cell from joining together our haploid sperm and egg, okay?